No.
In fact,
No, what I have said is we spend a lot of money on nuclear missiles, nuclear weapons. The level of destruction is beyond anything you can even imagine. It's just bad that everybody has to spend all this money on something that if it's used, it's probably the end of the world.
Wow. I don't know what to say to that.
You know, when I listen to these climate lunatics and they talk about global warming, and they say the ocean's going to rise 1/8 of an inch in the next 300 years, and and nobody ever talks about nuclear weapons or some of the other things, but the nuclear weapons in particular right now. And they talk about the climate, and they talk about the dangers of the climate, but they don't talk about the dangers of a nuclear weapon, which could happen tomorrow. They say in 300 years, I watched Biden for years say the existential threat. He loved the term existential threat. Is our greatest existential. You have Russia. You have a lot of problems out there. No.
In fact,
no. What I have said is we spend a lot of money on nuclear missiles, nuclear weapons. The level of destruction is beyond anything you can even imagine. It's just bad that everybody has to spend all this money on something that if it's used, it's probably the end of the world.
This is the book of Habakkuk, chapter 2 and verse 3. For the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak and not lie. Though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come. It will not tarry. Shalom. First and foremost, call Allah Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rakah, Kodash. Double honors to the elders and apostles of the great millstone who teach well, peace and infinite salutations to the elect that are scattered abroad doing his work in truth and in sincerity. I'm the brother Abal Gabar from the camp, Company of Prophets here in Tampa, Florida, coming at you with a quick lesson, Lord willing, is edifying to the hopeful elect. All right. And it's about this interview that Trump had concerning the end of the world. All right, and bear with me 1 second, Bubba Kushal. Salakia, had a phone call. But yeah, so hey, call lawyer how about Shemi was shy. All right, you see this guy Trump, he said, you know, the biggest threat that we have is these nuclear weapons, which ultimately you know, Esau's blessing was the sword. The Lord blessed this devil with the sword, these missiles, so he could ultimately take himself out. Okay. And you know, these Edomites are divided more than ever, you know, especially here in America, but even more so, you know, Russia and America, you know, these other nations that are also Edomites, they're all divided and they're going to end up taking each other out. But the first scripture I opened up with was Habakkuk 2 and 3. It says, for the vision is yet for an appointed time, but at the end it shall speak. Yeah, and the vision of the prophecy of this nuclear destruction that's coming. All right, this is all according to Bible prophecy. All right. And this is fastly approaching. You know, this could be the year that these missiles drop, this year, next year, sometime soon. But we know, according to prophecy, that these nuclear weapons will be shot off, okay? And it's going to cause a lake of fire that's spoken of in the book of Revelation. But it says, though it tarry, wait for it, because it will surely come, it will not tarry. Yeah, so, you know, the end, you know, now the vision is speaking, you know, The vision is speaking loud and clear. All right. And we are clearly at the end. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is about to, make his return. All right.
Right here.
So we in some beautiful times. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahushua. Let me go ahead and grab this real quick. Revelation 3. Got this video I'm gonna play as well. Revelation 11 and 14, it says, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And these three woes in the book of Revelation is going into the world wars, okay? And it said the second woe is past, which is World War II, all right? And behold, the third woe cometh quickly. So it's prophecy. It was prophecy that after World War II, there will be another woe, which is World War III, okay? The third woe cometh quickly. And that's the times that we're living in, the time of this third woe, all right? Where these missiles, Russia, China, Iran, North Korea, all these nations that have nuclear missiles, they're going to end up shooting their missiles at America, man. Okay, and America is going to be turned into a lake of fire. This is the end of the world. These missiles are going to bring the end. Okay, as well as Yahweh Shai and the chariots coming back. Okay, let's grab this real quick. Second Ezra's 16 and 13. It says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Yeah, so these missiles are not, anything light. These missiles are going to be shot to the ends of the world. These arrows in Second Ezra's 16 and 13 is, symbolic for the missiles. These missiles, these arrows are going to be shot from one end of the earth to the other. All right. But it says, for strong is his right hand that bendeth the bow. His arrows that he shooteth are sharp. And these arrows are the missiles, and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. Right. So this is, how the end is going to come. The end of the world is going to come by way of these missiles. All right. Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to bring this great destruction. And we're in that time now, any given moment. Okay. The final plague, which is going to be that nuclear destruction. Let's go to that. Zechariah 14. What is it? Yeah, Zechariah 14 and 12. It says, and this shall be the plague wherewith Yahweh will smite all the people that have fought against Jerusalem. And this is going into the final plague, which is the plague of the nuclear destruction. It says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet, and their eyes shall consume away in their holes, and their tongue shall consume away in their mouth. Yeah, people literally going to melt, okay, while they stand upon their feet, man. Okay? So it says, their flesh shall consume away while they stand upon their feet. And they show you that in that movie Terminator with Sarah Connor. Okay, when she's, on the fence, she's getting melted. That's the final plague. This is the plague that the Lord is going to bring. All right. This is all according to the Bible. The Bible prophecies are coming to pass. And this is the final plague that the Lord is going to bring, this nuclear destruction, man. Right. And, with all this stuff taking place on the earth, you got to ask yourself, how close are we to the mark of the beast? The MOTB is around the corner. The crash of the US dollar, the ushering in of the digital currency, the microchip, all of that stuff is, months away, whether it's 6 months, 12 months, 14 months. We are months away from the mark of the beast, man. All right. Which, when the mark of the beast comes, everything's going to move quick. The Yahweh Shem Yahushua is going to move quick. things is gonna happen quick, man. All right. So I'm gonna play this video real quick.
Is beyond anything you can even imagine.
Donald Trump has warned monster nuclear weapons could end the world as he sounded the alarm over atomic Armageddon.
Everybody has to spend all this money on something that if it's used, it's probably the end of the world.
The president issued the stark warning in a TV interview on Sunday morning after he floated new arms controls with Russia and China. In an interview with Fox News, Trump said he believes nukes are one of the greatest threats to mankind.
Look, man, and this right here is the devil mastering his sword, man, his blessing. All right. And this is how you know the Lord is dealing with these devils, man, you know, to make weapons like this. Yahweh Shai is dealing with these devils on the left-hand side. You know, that's how they got this technology and the information on how to split atoms, which ultimately is going to fulfill prophecy of them taking themselves out. You know, they're going to destroy themselves. These missiles are going to be shot, you know. And Esau thinks he's going to come up. Nah, man. Through.
The US has the second largest nuclear weapons stockpile in the world, with around 5,000 weapons. Russia has the most, with nearly 6,000.
Look, that's the arrow that we just read about. The arrow that he shooteth are sharp and shall not miss when they begin to be shot into the ends of the world. These are the arrows that are going to be shot from one end of the earth to the other. All right. This is what the prophets were seeing in the visions, man. All right. And now we here again to interpret the message of Yahweh Shai, interpret the scriptures.
China, a distant third, with around 350. Nuclear weapons have only been used in anger twice, when the US bombed Hiroshima and Nagasaki to end World War II.
We just read, the second woe is past, and behold, the third woe cometh quickly. And this is how World War II ended, with Hiroshima and Nagasaki. All right.
The 78-year-old went on to say that too many people are focused on claims of climate change, rather than tackling the global threat posed by nukes. The president said the threat of nuclear weapons is immediate, warning it could happen tomorrow. Trump explained.
Which we know ultimately is not going to happen unless the mark of the beast comes first. Revelation 13, that has to happen first, right? So let me grab this. This is Jeremiah 50:9. For lo, I will raise and cause to come up against Babylon an assembly of great nations from the north country, right? And this north country is primarily Russia, which I believe that's what they just said in this video, that Russia holds the #1 arsenal of missiles, man. So Russia is going to be a major part in the destruction of America. It says, and they shall set themselves in array against her, against America. From thence she shall be taken. Their arrows shall be as of a mighty expert man. None shall return in vain. Yeah, because these arrows, when they shot, they're not going to go backwards. Okay, when these missiles get shot off like this, you know, they're not going to go back into the silo. They're not going to come back down. No, when they get shot off, that's it. Okay. And these are weapons of mass destruction.
And tomorrow, Trump explained. I watched Biden for years say the existential threat is from the climate. I said no. The greatest is sitting on shelves in various countries called nuclear weapons that are big monsters that can blow your heads off for miles and miles and miles. Russia has repeatedly rattled the nuclear saber in the war in Ukraine, and Putin has long threatened the world with his ambitious super weapons, such as the Satan II nuke. Trump has long vowed to be the president of peace. And
so you got these nations, you know, so you got this guy Zelensky and Trump. We saw what happened with them. So there's a complete division in the world, man, amongst these Edomites, you know, and Esau is through. These, you know, these so-called white people, their kingdom is coming to an end. You know, we are about to rule. The next rulers are the Israelites, so-called Negroes, Latinos, and Native Americans. All right, we're seeing the downfall of America. We're seeing the downfall of Esau. We're witnessing it, and it's going to end with a a bang, literally with the missiles.
Said he wants to end wars worldwide, especially the raging conflict in Ukraine.
Considering on Russia, if I may, President Putin is bombing Ukraine.
Yeah.
Do you still believe him when he tells you that he wants peace?
You know, I believe him. I believe him. I think we're doing very well with Russia.
So this is it, bro. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and grab close it out with this. Quick lesson, real quick. This is Matthew 12:25. And Yahushua knew their thoughts and said unto them, every kingdom divided against itself is brought to desolation, and every city or house divided against itself shall not stand. And that's what we're seeing amongst these Edomites, right? A kingdom divided, all right? A house divided. These Edomites are divided. So ultimately, Esau has an end, right? And his end is fastly approaching, man. Right? So with that, call Yahweh Shemel Shai. Till next time, shalom.